Wow. So if you didn't read my deck, my slogan is from parole to CEO. So I went to federal prison back in '96, and there, in Club Fed, they got senators, rich people, um, and they taught me real estate. And I wanted to change my life, so they taught me that. I was dumb enough to believe what they taught me, and I walked out of prison with my nonprofit, and I registered with HUD. And my first deal on federal parole, I bought $3.2 million of real estate with no money down. I couldn't believe it. Changed my life.
Welcome to the Real Estate Pros Show, where we interview real estate investing professionals from coast to coast, as well as the service providers that serve the real estate investing industry. Our goal is simple: share what's working now to help you improve and scale your business to the next level and meet the pros that can help you get there. Real Estate Pros is powered by Investor Fuel, America's leader in helping real estate investors and professionals build the business you need to live the life you've always dreamed of. Let's start today's show. Property insurance for real estate investors doesn't have to be difficult, but it does need to be there to protect you when you need it. MyInvestorInsurance.com not only provides insurance at 15 to 30% cheaper than traditional agencies, it's built specifically for real estate investors like you. You can set up an account in about 2 minutes, get quotes on properties, turn on and turn off insurance for your fix and flip or rental properties in around 2 minutes without having to talk to anyone directly, all through our portal. There's no better way or faster way to make sure you've got the coverage you need to protect you, and no more lengthy policies either. Once you're set up, you're billed monthly and prorated by the day for however long your policy is active. It's powered by MSI, the third largest independent MGA, with 1.5 million customers and more than $1 billion in cumulative premiums written. Get set up today in about 2 minutes at myinvestorinsurance.com/fuel.
Hey folks, welcome back to the show. Today's guest is an investor based in Los Angeles, California, focusing on tiny homes, ADUs, and is active across multiple states, including Georgia and Utah. Please welcome Kevin Kim. Kevin, welcome to the show.
How you doing, buddy? Thank you for having me.
It's great to have you on here, bud. I always like to start off at the top by asking folks how they got into real estate.
Wow. So if you didn't read my deck, my slogan is from parole to CEO. So I went to federal prison back in '96, and there, in Club Fed, they got senators, rich people, and they taught me real estate. And I wanted to change my life, so they taught me that. I was dumb enough to believe what they taught me, and I walked out of prison with my nonprofit, and I registered with HUD. And my first deal on federal parole, I bought $3.2 million of real estate with no money down. I couldn't believe it.
What year was
Changed
that?
my life. That was at 2096.
96. So
Yeah.
walk me through that first deal, because really the first deal, everyone remembers that first deal. That was a big deal.
Wow.
What was it like?
Well, to tell you the truth, my first deal was 15 properties at one time. So the leverage I had was nonprofits registered with HUD, and they're what's called affordable housing provider. So their job is to get an incentive, which is a discount from HUD, pass it on to the end user. So that was what made us affordable. So let's just say a fourplex in Signal Hill would go for $500,000, but it was already distressed. I would pick it up for $170 on a bid, and I would get 30% off that $170. So there was a humongous, a juice on there. But what I was supposed to do is pass it on to the end user, some of it. So what we were famous for is nonprofits are the only ones legally allowed to gift down payments to the buyer.
Mm-hmm. There it is.
So
Stop living on an island and join the #1 mastermind in America for professional real estate investors. Investor Fuel is a community of hundreds of the nation's top investors working together to build stronger businesses and better lives. In addition to the amazing community of real estate investors acting as a board of advisors for one another, Investor Fuel members have access to 100% funding on purchase and repairs for our members only, a health insurance program, and benefits and discounts that more than pays for the membership of most of our members, meaning it's actually costing you money to not be a member of Investor Fuel. If you're looking to scale your business and build a business that allows you to live the life of your dreams, please visit investorfuel.com today and book a call with our team.
My gimmick was, or not a gimmick, but my strategy was, as soon as I bought these properties, I would put up a sign, get pre-qualified, and you can pick paint, your color of carpet, color paint, your toiletry, your kitchen cabinets, all of that. Because I didn't care, because I was going to put that in brand new anyways. So the house was literally sold with the gifted down payment before it was even done. So once I learned that, that became my new hustle, right? And I couldn't believe that what we call hard money lenders, Robert Allen is the king of zero money down. I used to teach for him after I got out, and they found out who I was, and they're like, "You're amazing. Can you come do our seminars?" So learning, it seems like a scam when you tell somebody on TV or in a commercial, and now social media, "Hey, you can buy property with zero money down and walk away with $60,000 profit." You're like, get the hell out of here. No way. And it's true. But if you got to learn how to what the reverse engineering is, and once you learn the method and the math, it's easy, right? But I had a cheat code, which was being able to be taught nonprofit affordable housing, believing that I could go register on federal parole, then go to a hard money lender, a Jew guy, and he's like, "That's amazing. All of those properties we'll buy. We'll fund." Because they all got a lot of meat on the bone. And I was like, "Get out of here. You're kidding me, right? This can't be this easy, right?" And I was like, I had to come to prison to learn a new hustle, to come out and make millions of dollars and flip properties all through a nonprofit.
I want to ask you about the homes themselves in that first deal. It sounds like there was 15 plus homes. Were these ground up construction? Were these flips? What were the homes?
No, these are houses in the ghetto and in decent medium income areas. They were HUD. So HUD has, blighted property. So they were just basically tenant improvement. Maybe some needed a roof, but basically it was carpet, paint, toilets, cabinets, and clean up the yard and put it up for sale.
And so were you going and putting these on the MLS? Were you finding buyers directly? What was your exit strategy?
Man, I had so many realtors. They were so mad because every time a realtor would go to bid on a HUD property, they would see my nonprofit, and they couldn't understand how these nonprofits were bidding so high because they didn't know that we got a 30% discount. So their 150 bid and my 200 bid, I still beat them by $20,000 below what they were bidding. So once they found that out,
huge, yeah.
Once they found that out, they were lined up at my office saying, "Can you bid on this property? We have a buyer for it, and we'll give you cash right now." So I had real estate agents that I networked with that are movers and shakers, and I would give them first carte blanche, and they would move it. But my properties, once I put that sign up, I would have buyers just come, and they couldn't believe that I was going to gift them $10,000, $20,000, and I would just point them to my realtor that I was networking with.
I want to pivot a bit here, Kevin, and ask you about the strategy that you're using right now, which is the tiny homes and ADUs out in California. I think a lot of out-of-state investors will be surprised to hear this, and they may be looking at, well, how do we get involved now? So you're looking at putting ADUs and tiny homes in the greater Los Angeles area. Walk me through that.
If you're looking for consistent, high-quality leads, look no further than Investor Machine. Investor Machine isn't just another agency, it's the most sophisticated, data-driven lead generation company on the planet for real estate investors, and serves the role of being not just a lead generator for your business, but a marketing partner that is helping you achieve your goals along the way. Go to investormachine.com to learn more and schedule a call with our team today.
Yeah, so there's a need. There's definitely I'm very fortunate to be politically connected, so I get a lot of information. And FIFA and the Olympics are coming to United States, and especially Long Beach, LA. So they're trying to fight the homeless housing problem, and also people coming from out of the country that need places to rent, for long term and or Airbnbs, and they're trying to fill that need. So they're asking developers like us, how can we get creative? So the cities are making it easier. It's a process, and I forgot what it is, the name of it. But where if you have a big lot, small house, and you can fit an ADU in the backyard, and also you can turn the garage into ADU, that's going on right now. Like there's a famous guy, and I'm going to give him a plug because I really believe in his course. His name is Thatch, and it's called Springboard. And Thatch is that Vietnamese guy that came across the water with no money down. They were going to kill his family and all the refugees. They came over here, and now he's a multi-million-dollar real estate investor, and he sells his course, and he's really good at what he does.
I want to say I've met him. Where is he based out of?
Thatch, I believe, is in Washington or Seattle or somewhere. But
Okay,
it's
maybe.
that guy that talks like this. He always has the mindset sweater.
I want to say I've met him. I think we've crossed paths before. I want to ask you about you mentioned the focus on not just housing for FIFA, right? And for all the people that are going to be coming there to watch the event, but also on the flip side, the homeless issue. So this is really a double-sided issue, double-sided coin here. Do you feel like other cities around the country may start to look at a similar strategy as well, as far as tiny homes and ADUs?
Well, of course, Atlanta's really popular, super popular.
Are you putting
Some of the developments there, you couldn't even believe. They're immaculate.
Are you, I know you're active in Atlanta. Are you looking at ADUs and tiny homes out there as well?
But, that's where I started out at, in tiny homes.
Okay. So as a Texas licensed realtor myself, when I heard about tiny homes and when I was seeing them more and more, I was thinking, well, this is really a solution to both the housing crisis, really, but it's also a great
affordability.
That's right. It's a great opportunity for both sides because you can, in many cases, these are modular builds, so off-site stick-built construction, or even reinforced. I've seen some of them be steel-built, like disaster resilient. And you can put so many of them together in a community, so you don't even need all that much land in order to have a small community together.
Yeah, they're 600 to 1,200 square feet. And what's amazing is, I don't know how much you know about it, but the Mecca, the what we call the program to copy is in Texas. These people are famous. People from around the world come and they look at the model they built, and they even have literature, how to do it, and go in your own country or your own city and do it. And it's right there in Texas. I forgot the state, but I was supposed to take a trip with my business partner to go look at what they build out there.
I believe it. I was looking at some modular homes in Texarkana, which is really out there in Texas. I guess the closest city would be Dallas-Fort Worth Metro. But one of the things that really stuck with me was you mentioned the affordability, you mentioned the size. I will also want to throw out the customization. People may not be aware that you think of modular home. I think a lot of people still think about mobile homes, and that's really a false similarity because it's not at all like that. These are off-site stick-built homes that are in many ways even more sturdy and of higher build quality than on-site because you're not dealing with the weather conditions. They're repeatable, but they're also customizable.
Let me tell all your viewers, if you, as an investor, if you do not research and get into tiny homes, you're going to be, in 3 years, you're going to turn back like, damn, I should have listened to that guy.
No question. No question. I do want to ask you about Utah as well, Kevin. I actually am a little ignorant on Utah. What's the market like out there? Are you investing in tiny homes as well in Utah?
If you're a new or newer real estate investor looking to launch or grow your real estate investing business, please check out Investor Fuel Club. It's a coaching community, but unlike anything you've ever seen before. And you can actually partner with members of our mastermind from coast to coast on deals right in your market. There's no better opportunity to build a consistent business than to literally partner with pros to help you avoid costly mistakes, avoid the need for capital to do deals, and help you eliminate your fears as you're starting your business. Learn more about Investor Fuel Club at investorfuel.com/club.
No, Utah is my cousin, which is my business partner, which is my contractor and partner. He's a master builder. We've been building since we've been doing HUD. So we're doing door to door. We're taking raw land in the bougie areas of Utah because my two nephews are ex NFL football players. We take the NFL football players' money and we invest it into land, and we build custom homes.
The custom home space, ground up construction, is particularly interesting to me. As someone myself who's worked with a lot of flippers and in the distressed real estate space, I've noticed there appears to be, at least on some level, a trend towards single family home investors moving in some part from fix and flip more towards ground up construction and new builds, both because the margins are a little bit slimmer on fix and flip, but also because the process and the information to do ground up construction is more readily available as well.
Of course.
Are you seeing that trend as well? And it sounds like with your cousin, the contractor, you're involved in that ground up construction. Are you seeing more investors get into ground up construction and even subdivision building and so on?
Well, with anything, it's all about your chessboard, right? So somebody can come in and you can really get reamed and get taken advantage if you don't have the right construction partner, right? So everybody's trying to make profit off your profit and not understand that's a long game. So somebody could go to Texas or California and say, I'm going to get in the development game. Okay, cool. If you don't know how to negotiate for the right land price, if you do not have a streamlined system on where to buy your materials, hire your right contractors or your workers, you can really get screwed. So we have a streamlined, and that's what makes everybody, that's popular on the internet. Like you got my boy Eric. Eric is in Miami. He's the white guy that got out of prison, didn't have a pot to piss in, and now he's building $3-5 million properties and he's selling his course in Miami, right? So
Yes, I know
if you
Eric.
don't have your system down, if you don't have your system down, then you can really get screwed. But then you got guys like me that tell you, I came out of federal prison, bro, and I'm killing the game. And they're like, how do you do it? Trial and error? Well, how do I know that? Or how do I learn that? Buy my course for $7,000 and our game's meant to be sold, not told.
That's 100% right. And in the real estate space, I'm sure you've seen this as well, Kevin. You've got more people willing to help and really collaborate. But at the same point in time, you can leapfrog time and a lot of, I would say, obstacles that would come up
Trial and error.
exactly by aligning yourself with folks who've been there, even if you have to pay to be in those rooms. I know I certainly have been and have done that before.
So that's what I call my hindsight consulting. I can save you from hitting those pitfalls if you just if you hire me as a mentor or coach, and I will streamline your stuff. And all I'm doing is cookie cutting. I can't be in 52 states, so I'll give up a little game. All of these guys who sell courses, that's where they're looking for bird dogs. So what they do is they go do the seminar, they sell the dream when it's really not a dream, it's really real, but you're too lazy to even read the thick book. So you're going to go to them and say, hey, how can I just invest my time, credit, or money and bring you deals? And then we partner with them and they JV. And they got bird dogs in every state. So you got Tom that took the course in Birmingham, Alabama. He just knows just enough on how to find the deal to get it where he can submit it to me or Thatch. And we go like, this is a winner. Hey, we're going to partner with you. We'll send your check in the mail when it's done. And there you go. Now you got thousands or hundreds of people working for you around the state that are bird dogging, and it's a fair deal. Fair trade ain't no robbery.
No, absolutely. Everyone benefits. Kevin, we are coming up on time here. Where can folks go if maybe they've got a deal in one of the markets that you're active in, or if they're interested in mentorship, or they'd like to reach out to you?
Yeah. So my Instagram is at Coach Kevin K. You can DM me there, and I'll be having my course up in a minute. And if they want to hear my story and see what I'm about, they can go to SOSconsultinggroup.com, and that's my nonprofit. So if anybody wants to get in the nonprofit game and learn affordable housing and learn how profitable it is doing real estate through nonprofits, it's very, very, very successful.
Kevin, thank you so much for coming on the show here today.
Thanks for joining us for today's Real Estate Pros Show. You can learn more about the amazing benefits of the Investor Fuel Mastermind community, including surrounding yourself with hundreds of other rock stars, 100% financing for your deals, and members-only discounts from vendors you're likely already using that, as a member of Investor Fuel, will save you more than the cost of your membership. Visit investorfuel.com to learn more. If you're interested in joining us as a guest of this show, please visit investorfuel.com/pros to apply. You can also check the show notes for access to free resources, how to get access to world-class lead generation, and much more. Don't forget to subscribe so you never miss another episode. Have a great day. We'll see you on the next show.